Howdy doody, everybody out there in YouTube land and BookTube, if you're catching me. Um, it is me, Jim, better known as Sandman Mystery Media, not just comics, but media. I do comics, I do books, I do film, I will do most of it, okay, except for stuff I don't like. Um, and yeah, I finally got around to finishing this book, The Spider Robot Gotham or Robot Titans of Gotham, published by Baen Books. And this is not actually, just so y'all know, it's not actually one big novel. It is three novels in one, reprinting pulp stories, all written by the best spider writer ever, which was Norvell Page. He wrote, out of the 118 spider stories, he wrote 115 of them. The first three were written by someone else who wasn't good at the end, but they were all written under the house name of Grant Stockridge or some lame thing like that, you know. I've already done a review of the first story, Satan's Murder Machines, which Steranko did a fantastic cover of. Giant robot exo armor going ahead and wreaking havoc in New York. The second story and the third story is what we're going to talk about today. Now, the death reign of the Vampire King. An incredible, over-the-top, fantastic, unbelievable action tale. The death count in that story between all the states has to be very close to 15,000 people. Now, that may not seem a lot when we have 384 million people in America. But dude, you hit 4 states and you're dressed up as Nosferatu with wings, and you're flying around controlling poison-tipped vampire bats that if you bite you, they bite you, you die. It adds up pretty quick. 1,000 in one state, 5,000 in another. The last state they did, Michigan, the death toll was 3,500, and the Shadow was able to track him down to a cave system in Colorado. And yeah, he defeated him. And did he kill him? Oh yeah, he killed him. He filled him full of lead while he was flying, and he fell down and he go boom. Okay. The stakes are always high when Norvell Page writes a spider novel or any novel. So if you thought Doc Savage was wild, if you thought The Shadow was cool, go out, hunt down the spider novels. You know, hunt them down. Make sure it's just, like with book 4 and up. Because those are all the ones that Norvell Page wrote. And man, he does do research. I guess his science was good for the 1930s. You know, he spent a lot of time at the library and whatnot. But yeah, if you want this unbelievable, over-the-top, nonstop action that is just, you have to read it to believe it, you want The Shadow, man. I mean, not The Shadow. Well, you do want The Shadow, but yeah, you want The Spider if you want this particular blend of over-the-top death and destruction and villainy, and only the Spider being relentless and almost suicidal. It is great. Now, the other story in here is from a magazine that only lasted 3 or 4 issues called The Octopus, which was also written by Norvell Page. Now, the Octopus is a villain, not a hero. The villain in this story is a character called the Skull Killer, who actually has 3 different identities. Wow. And again, we've got more grossness, more death, more insanity in this. And there's body horror galore. The villain, the octopus, has found a way to drain people of blood. Uh, they run off of seawater. They need blood to. They need to eat and drink blood of humans like us to survive. And he's doing this in the whole state of New York. And he's trying to, do this in every state so he can take over and rule. Oh my God. Dude, it is just over the top. And there's a building in here that doesn't exist called the Victory Building. And that plays a big part in it. Yeah, man, look, you find this book, The Spider Robot Titans of Gotham, get it. You get 3 awesome stories, all of them over the top. The last one, if you like body horror and gruesome stuff, go for it. If you like pulps, go for it. I'm just saying, you got to read this. It is awesome. Okay. Now, getting on to the next thing. Occult Detective October is done. I've read more than my fair share of new and old books. I must have read at least a dozen books in the month. The stuff I really, really enjoyed, I like a lot of stuff. You know that. And I'm pretty easygoing. I find the good in most things. I only had one review that I didn't like, and that could just be me. Your mileage may vary on The Vampire Lord by Ed Hamilton, okay? I liked a lot of his other sci-fi writing from the same era. You can just check my videos on what I felt about The Vampire Lord. But I really preferred reading the Dresden Files books. I preferred reading all the Kolchak books, and Solomon Kane, man. Oh, because I haven't read Solomon Kane in like 40 years. We're 40 years, yeah, because I'm 59. So yeah, 40 years. What am I reading now? Well, I'm reading the stuff I like. Since I really enjoyed the Kolchak novels, I am reading 2 books at once right now, by the way, guys. I am reading the Kolchak Papers, Grave Secrets. This was originally published in 1991 by Cinemaker Press. It's got a great cover on it. And Moonstone got the rights to reprint it for them and publish it. So I got this from the Moonstone site. Yes, I love Moonstone books. I will eventually do a Moonstone book video where I do nothing but go over all their books and comics and whatnot. Okay, but that's in the future. And I'm also reading the second book of Solomon Kane that was put out by Centaur Press, which is The Hand of Cain. And man, the first story in this book is incredible. I'm already I just started reading it. I'm 23 pages in. It is called The Hills of the Dead. And he's in Africa. He's back in Africa. He meets up with his shaman buddy who gives him the Staff of Solomon. Yes, King Solomon, the actual biblical king. And it gives him certain powers and abilities on top of Solomon Kane already just being an utter, complete, total Puritan badass. And he runs into an entire city of vampires that were changed that way by dark wizards. I guess we'd call those warlocks. I don't know. but they were a big warring tribe that was advanced, and all the tribes got together to fight them and kill them, but the wizards gave them undeadness. So even though they died, they're back to life. And now they plague all the villages at night. And it is Solomon Kane's sworn duty. He's taken it upon himself to go ahead and rid them, meaning all the African villages, of this vampire city. I cannot wait to really deep dive into this. This is going to be a wild ride, as only Robert E. Howard can write it. And so I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm about 23, 24 pages in on that. And Kolchak Papers, Grave Secrets. I just started this as well. I'm about 30 pages in on that. And it starts off with a very gruesome murder of a not well-liked land baron / developer who has ties to everyone and everything. And they don't know. And he was in a locked room with all his security people outside the room and all around the room and all around his mansion. And all, I mean, yeah. And he was brutally ripped apart, and we don't know how it happened. So that's how this begins. Yeah. I mean, boom, it drops you in the middle of it. I love that stuff. So yeah, that is what I'm reading now. There's supposed to be a Dino-Vember event going on where you read books about dinosaurs. And you know what? I just, I like reading what I want when I want, you know? I don't like all the rules where, oh, you have to read this week and this week and then this that week. And no, just, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to do what I want within the confines of the laws and my beliefs, of course. But yeah, these two are what I'm reading now. Both are very fun. If you've never read Solomon Kane, read Solomon Kane. If you've never read a Kolchak novel before, go find you one, man. Great stuff. It's a short video today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. I will be doing books, graphic novels, you know, as you can see a bunch of them behind me here, all pulp related. Stuff I have coming up on the channel other than the reviews of the movies. I'm going to talk about Carl Edward Wagner's Kane, an incredible character if no one is familiar with it. If you love Conan, you will absolutely love Kane. That's all I got to say. Probably going to talk a little bit about Piers Anthony's Incarnations of Immortality, at least the two that I own and have read and loved. The others in the series just didn't interest me. But the first one is about the personification of death. The second one is about the personification of time. The third one was, I think, Mother Nature. Fourth one was the god War, you know, Mars or Ares. And then one for the devil and one for God. They lost me with the Mother Nature, and then he got weird about God and the devil. So I was like, nope, I'm cool with that. Nope, don't need it, don't want it. I'm happy. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Anyway, share my videos. If you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you have something to say, comment below. I answer every comment, you know. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or night, whatever time it is, whenever you're watching this. I hope you're enjoying it. God bless you. I love you. And I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.